on the punt. And the Eagles will have the football at the 20-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. The veteran James Jones, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Second down now after the incompletion.
Here we go. 3-19.
Wentz will try again on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a third down.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough third down awaits them.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now Wentz on third down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Jarvis Byrd. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Benny Logan in there on the tackle. And a couple of big boys up front defensively. And in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. But on that play, there was 0 space, no gain.
On first down, Breeze. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away.
Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it. Here's Kuhn. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And tough starting field position here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They begin the drive with Ryan Matthews. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Play fake to Matthews. Now it's Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Delvin Breaux with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. Back out on the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On second down, Perkins. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Third down now following the run. Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. This is caught. It's Cooks. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And it's 1st and goal now, but still 10 yards to go. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the carry there, a good run, and now 2nd and goal.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front, they moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Second and goal from the 1. They'll let the shorter back Perkins run it. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now a man who sat out 3 seasons. This is Tim Hightower. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Now that was a big stop on 3rd down, and this is where head coaches make their money and answer the question right here and now. Do you kick the field goal for the 3 points, or do you go ahead and try and grab yourself a touchdown lead?
And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. They're running. Ingram. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. 1-possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was looking to hit Ryan Matthews there out of the backfield. And now it's 3rd down. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now a desperation throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Sterling Moore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.